Illinois has consistently been among the top states in the country for solar installations. This is due to a surprisingly large, abundant solar resource and a statewide incentive that pays homeowners direct cash for installing solar. They also have a renewable portfolio standard in the state that by law mandates that the state produce 25% of its energy from renewable sources by 2025. However, the state government's own website does note that as of 2023, they were only at 13.5%, so they do have a long way to go. Illinois has seen a sharp increase in installation since 2018 when the first version of their adjustable block program, the SREC program for their state, went live. And even though they are right now transitioning from a NEM 1.0 retail rate net metering market to a NEM 2.0 market, there is a lot of growth expected in Illinois, according to the Solar Energy Industry Association. So let's take a look at some of the incentives that are continuing to grow solar in Illinois. First off, from a federal standpoint, of course, Illinois homeowners who install solar can take the federal tax credit as part of their system, which is 30% of the total system costs applied to their taxes they can take off. Now, that credit is non-refundable, so it won't increase any refund that they would get. So make sure to work with your solar installer and your tax provider to determine how much that incentive is going to affect you, and that incentive can be rolled over to multiple years. Additionally, commercial sites have the modified cost recovery system that can apply where you can actually depreciate a solar asset over 5 years instead of a longer period of time, and you can take tax deductions based off that depreciation. Now, as far as state incentives, of course, like many other states, there is a property tax incentive here as well. So homeowners in Illinois can not have to pay additional taxes on property tax due to the increase in their home value they're going to get from solar. As we know in other videos we've explored that I'll link here, solar does typically increase home values anywhere from 5 to 10%. And for Illinois homeowners, when you file the full-on P-Tax 330 with their local county assessor, you're able to not have to pay any more taxes due to that additional home value that you get. Now, the largest and most prominent incentive for Illinois homeowners is the Adjustable Block Program, also called Illinois Shines. And this is a solar renewable energy credit, or SREC program. With an SREC program, homeowners who install solar get to generate credits from their system for every 1,000 kilowatt hours that their system would make. What makes Illinois' program really unique is that rather than paying annual for those credits or giving you an open market to sell them on, Illinois has you sell them directly to the utilities in the state, and homeowners are able to estimate 15 years worth of energy production and sell it all at one time, so they get a lump sum payment at the beginning, which really boosts their return on investment for owned systems. Now, like a block program typically happens, as more capacity is eaten up and time goes on, the value of those RECs go down. And this program has gone through several iterations because there's been so much demand at different times. So different laws have been passed to increase the funding. For 2025 and 2026, the program just released its newest prices. For Group B, that's about $75 per REC, which includes most of the homeowners in the ComEd territory, which is the northern half of the state. And for Group A, which would include Ameren, pretty much the southern half of the state, so that's $66 per REC. So what does that mean? Well, if you had a system that was designed to an estimate generate, let's say about 10,000 kilowatt hours a year, that would be about 10 SRECs per year. Over 15 years, that's 150 SRECs. And at Group B pricing, that would mean that a homeowner with that system could receive an incentive of over $11,000, which is crazy, and a really huge return for that homeowner. Now, of course, the actual calculation has a lot more to do with degradation and a lot other variables that go into it, but still, this is a massive benefit for homeowners. Now, an offshoot of the Adjustable Block Program is a program called Illinois Solar for All. That's a low-income program that's designed to give people with more limited access or lower income in different areas access to solar at still a really affordable cost. With the Illinois Solar for All program, contractors are able to come in and set up third-party ownership leases or PPAs for homeowners. And those contractors get paid the value of those SRECs, which for Illinois Solar for All are incredibly high. That way, they can almost entirely cover the cost, if not all of it, for any homeowner who would qualify for the program, and that homeowner gets solar installed in their house at little to no cost to them. Now, in order to qualify for this, your total household income needs to be at or below 80% of the median average for your area, and that goes based off a county. And you can find that, the link we'll include in the video description to see if you might qualify for that program. Now, Illinois' two major utilities, ComEd and Ameren, both offer a distributed generation rebate, or DG rebate. The DG rebate gives homeowners another cash value upfront for their system when they install smart inverters or batteries. Now, a smart inverter is defined as an inverter that can connect to the internet and be controlled remotely. So all the major brands of inverters that are typically used would qualify for this incentive. On the inverter standpoint, the DG rebate pays $300 per kilowatt DC install. So if you put it in an 8 kilowatt system, you could get $2,400 in rebate that is just a cash rebate to you. For battery storage, the DG rebate also offers $300 per kilowatt hour. So if you put it in a 10 kilowatt hour battery, that's an additional $3,000 that homeowner would get. So this is a massive incentive. Previously to this year, though, the DG rebate wasn't often taken for the inverters because what it actually required is that homeowners should move away from full retail rate net metering to supply only net metering. So it wasn't a very good trade between the homeowner and the incentive that they would get. But as of January 1st, 2025, Illinois has moved to standard supply only net metering. So new homeowners that are signing up for solar now in 2025 and beyond, this is a standard take for them. On the battery front, when you do take the battery, you have to have real-time pricing. So your price can vary throughout the day. So there are some considerations to think about there. Now, as we talked about in a previous video that I'll link here in the video description, Illinois net metering has changed recently. As of January 1st, 2025, new solar installations would have supply-only net metering. Previously to this, Illinois still had a full one-for-one retail rate net metering, so there wasn't a lot of batteries in the state because there was great value for sending it out to the grid. But at this point, the supply-only net metering really cuts the value of any power that gets sent out. So batteries are growing a ton in Illinois, and we will see that continue. You can check out more details specifically in the video as well. But for those new installations, you're only going to get net metering credit towards the supply portion of your bill. The delivery and taxes and fees will remain unchanged or unaffected by any solar production you're going to have. As far as solar in Illinois is going to go, despite those changes to net metering, there's still some amazing incentives that we talked about that are giving homeowners crazy returns on investment. So as the Solar Energy Industry Association SEIA notes, there's going to be a huge continued spike in solar installations in Illinois. So we're not going to see Illinois going anywhere anytime soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you found it helpful, make sure you like and subscribe and check us in the next video.